Welcome back. Today, we're taking a look at the book, The Money to Control, How the Elite Conspire Against You, by Pane. This isn't just another book about wealth and power. It's a bold exploration of how the elite have manipulated systems, laws, and even our perception of reality to maintain their grip on power. Pane kicks off his book by challenging the very foundation of what we think we know about America. He argues that the narrative of America as a land of democracy, freedom, and opportunity is a carefully crafted illusion. This illusion, he says, is perpetuated by a sophisticated PR machine that includes government agencies, corporate media, think tanks, and even universities. These entities work together to promote a version of America that serves the interests of the elite, rather than reflecting the true experiences of everyday citizens. Pane uses the modern corporation as a metaphor for the United States. Just like corporations, he argues, America is driven by the singular goal of maximizing profit and power. All other objectives, including the well-being of its citizens, are secondary. This is a provocative claim, but Pane backs it up with historical examples and data that reveal a pattern of exploitation and manipulation. His main evidence brings us back to the Civil War, during which the Union government employed brutal tactics to suppress dissent and keep workers in line. He cites examples of citizens being imprisoned for speaking out against the war, workers being forced back to their jobs at gunpoint, and ordinary men being dragged away from their families to serve in the war. These actions, he argues, set a precedent for the government's role as an enforcer of elite interests. All of this resulted in America's economic power base shifting away from southern slave plantations to northern industrialists. This new elite, Pane suggests, was more interested in maintaining its control and exploiting resources than in promoting equality and justice. Pane then takes us on a journey through the late 19th and early 20th centuries, a time when corporations began to wield unprecedented power. He describes how financial titans and industrialists like J.P. Morgan and John D. Rockefeller used their wealth and influence to create monopolies, eliminate competition, and exploit workers. These robber barons, as they were known, manipulated government policies and laws to their advantage, often at the expense of the common citizen. One of the most shocking revelations in the book is the story of how the 14th Amendment, originally intended to protect the rights of formerly enslaved African Americans, was reinterpreted by the Supreme Court to grant corporations the same rights and protections as individuals. This legal maneuver, Pane argues, was a masterstroke by the elite, effectively shielding corporations from accountability and allowing them to amass even more power. Pane also tackles the myth of the American dream, the idea that anyone can achieve success in the U.S. through hard work and determination. He argues that this myth is a powerful propaganda tool used to justify the vast inequalities in wealth and opportunity. Pane cites studies showing that the majority of wealthy individuals inherit their wealth, rather than earning it through their own efforts. He also explores the role of education in perpetuating this myth. Pane suggests that the American education system is designed to indoctrinate students into accepting the status quo, rather than encouraging critical thinking or questioning authority. He quotes educators and commentators from the past, who advocated for keeping the working class uneducated and subservient. Throughout the book, Pane emphasizes the cyclical nature of economic exploitation in America. He describes how financial panics and market crashes, which are inherent to capitalism, are used by the elite as opportunities to consolidate power and wealth. He draws parallels between the economic crises of the past and the 2008 financial crash, highlighting the lack of accountability for those responsible and the continued exploitation of the working class. Pane argues that the government's response to these crises is often to bail out corporations and the wealthy, while leaving ordinary citizens to fend for themselves. He cites examples of government policies that favor big business over small farmers and workers, leading to a concentration of wealth and power in the hands of the elite. In the final section of the book, Pane calls for a radical rethinking of the American system. He urges readers to question the narratives they've been told, and to recognize the ways in which the elite have manipulated the system to their advantage. Pane believes that by understanding the true history of America and the mechanisms of control that have been put in place, citizens can begin to reclaim their power and work towards a more just and equitable society. As we wrap up this episode, I hope you found this exploration of the money to control as fascinating and thought-provoking as I have. Tom Paine's book is a powerful reminder that the struggle for justice and equality is far from over, and it's up to all of us to challenge the status quo and demand a better future. This has been a BrightLearn video from BrightLearn.ai on the book The Money to Control: How the Elite Conspire Against You by Tom Paine. Visit BrightLearn.ai for more fascinating videos like this one, and visit naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage and breaking news on critical stories that keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.